Israeli officials now confirming the fact that there has been a retaliatory strike against Hezbollah in the suburbs of Beirut. We're looking at 3 rockets here, Kaylee, following the rocket attack on the soccer field in the Golan Heights that claimed the lives of 12 young people. This is just breaking now. It's something just emerging this hour, so we want to be careful with the limited amount of information we have, but a great opportunity to bring in the voice of an expert. We're joined by Natasha Hall, Senior Fellow at the Center for Strategic and International Studies Middle East Program. Natasha, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining us here today on Bloomberg.
Thanks for having me.
There was a question about what the response would be. Does this seem proportionate in the outset?
So I would say that I was speaking to diplomats just a bit earlier than this, and there had been some evacuation of the Dahia, or this suburban area of Beirut that is also a Hezbollah stronghold. So many people in the area knew that this might be the targeted area and had been evacuating for some time. That said, we should still be aware of the civilian casualties that might be at play, because this is a neighborhood after all. But I would say that this was something that was to be expected.
And of course, there is a lot we don't know, including what casualties may have resulted from this. We just know that Israel was targeting a Hezbollah commander, but of course we know that Israel often targets specific people, and there is more collateral damage that comes with it. We just had a headline from N12 TV citing an Israeli official saying that they are not looking to start a regional war. Does that just depend, though, on the response that Hezbollah may deliver to this? Israel has made its move.
I would say that for Hezbollah and for Israel, a regional escalation is not in the cards, or at least they don't want it to be in the cards. That said, there could always be an escalation, essentially by accident, which is essentially what happened with the Majd al-Shams attack that you mentioned that killed 12 young people so recently. This was a mistake, essentially. It seems like it was a strike that was a mistake. And so it's just something like that, just any kind of spark that could lead to a wider conflagration, and that's what we're all very, very worried about. Right now, I think Joe Biden and others within the administration are working very, very hard not to see that regional escalation, because that would essentially mean a 2-front war for Israel as well.
What is Iran telling Hezbollah right now?
I would say that Iran also does not want much of an escalation at this point. It is getting major political points within the region, and I would say in the world, for everything that the Israeli officials are doing pretty much on their own within Israel in terms of what's the horrific humanitarian catastrophe going on in Gaza right now, but also what's going on within Israel in terms of the political turmoil there. So it doesn't seem to me that Iran would really need to do much to damage Israel's standing any further.